Hey guys, it's Kai TV here, and wow, October's already over. That means there's another episode of the Backlog, games that I played, or beaten, or dropped in the month of October. So if you watched the previous videos, you already know how this is, so I'll make it straight to the point and start the video. Now, since I mentioned dropped, a game that actually dropped this month was System Shock. Now, I was praising System Shock a lot in my previous videos, saying that I enjoyed the game a lot. And it is a good remake, don't get me wrong, the aesthetic is really cool, I enjoy a lot of the puzzles and gameplay, but there's a certain part you get to in this game where I just wasn't a fan of. That being when you get to the executive level. Once you get to that level, I just stopped really enjoying the game because there's certain parts of this level I just didn't enjoy, like going through the beta grove, for example. This whole place is full of radiation, and you do get access to a radiation like suit kind of. I say kind of because you still take damage from the radiation, so you pretty much have to go through this entire grove fighting a bunch of enemies, taking this damage and damage and damage. And it was so hard for me to get through this point. I actually almost quit during this point. But then after I got through that, I was like, oh, it's okay, it was annoying, but I got through it. But once I get to that part and you have to move on to the next level, they want you to go back to like 2 different floors. Meaning you have to go to the previous floors you've been through, which were all empty because they're all security level 0s and I took out all the cameras and CPUs. So you just go through an empty maze I've already been through, and you have to go through several just to go to certain floors. This part was really annoying and tedious, and it barely opened up anything new to the level. Also, for some of the items, they give you way too early, so you have to go back down to these levels and get these main quest items. And you can actually bump into these items way earlier, which most people do. So one of the items I needed, I picked up earlier, and I ended up just dropping randomly on the ship like a dumbass. Because I thought to myself, well, I'm like carrying this item for over 6 hours. I'm assuming this is for some type of side quest or something else that's not like too important, and so I dropped it. But then later on, they tell you to go get those items on a certain floor at a certain room, but I go there and they're gone because I dropped them somewhere on the ship. So the only way I could continue playing this game is getting some type of mod menu and spawning them in. Because no way I'm searching the entire game just to find these small items for this one part of the main quest. It is extremely annoying how they did this in the game. And yeah, I just ended up not becoming a fan of this game at this point. But I did enjoy the parts I did play. Maybe I'll go back to this one, but for now, I'm moving on. I just can't.
Can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
But hey, maybe I'll enjoy System Shock 2. It's still on my list. I plan to play that before this year ends, maybe. And maybe I'll enjoy that one way more than 1, because 1 has some frustrating mechanics I just wasn't a fan of. Battlefield 6, yeah, I made a whole review about this game. I don't have too much to say, except I put a lot more hours in. And they did add a Season 1 update recently, which added the Battle Royale, which everyone kind of knew was coming. And I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's just like Warzone, but like a little bit better, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna play it. Maybe I'll just give it a try when I hop on the game later this week. And they also added a new map, I think some new guns and new game modes, which I'm more excited about to try out because I just really did not care for a Battle Royale. Especially that's one that's just copy and paste Warzone from at least what I heard. Another game I played in October was Arcraiders. I didn't play the full thing of Arcraiders because it didn't come out until recently, but I did play the playtest for a couple hours. It was pretty decent. I didn't have enough time to really play and judge it. So from what I played though, the gunplay and the audio in this game sounds really good. And the PvE and PvP action's pretty decent from what I played. This is probably a game I'm probably going to pick up and play eventually. It is something that interests me. I've been trying to get into extraction shooters. And speaking of extraction shooter, another extraction shooter that I played was Arena, Breakout, Infinite. Now, I've heard a lot about this game. This game actually been out for quite a while now. It just recently released on Steam, I think a couple months ago. But I've always heard good things about it. So I did play a lot. I put about 10 hours in. And it's actually pretty fun, especially if you play as a friend. It's pretty fun. I feel like extraction shooters are mostly just fun as a friend. Most multiplayer games are just fun as a friend. But I feel like extraction shooters are just way better to play as a friend. So that was actually pretty fun, Arena Breakout. The gunplay is pretty good. It does feel a lot like Escape from Tarkov. It's like more of like a casual Escape from Tarkov experience. It's a lot like it. It's just, more casual. And I like that. I like how it's more casual. It's free to play as well, by the way, which is also pretty nice. And yeah, the only problem I would say about this game is that there's a lot of tryhards. But then again, that's like every multiplayer game nowadays, that there's tryhards. So it's something really hard to avoid. But if you like slow-paced, realistic shooting games that are also extraction shooters, I guess, Arena Breakout Infinite, it's a good game. It's pretty fun. And it's free to play, so you're not really wasting money by playing it. Chronos: A New Dawn. Now, I actually got this game for free. I had a YouTuber friend give it to me for free because he had an extra review code. So shout out to a total YouTuber, Jonathan. Thank you. I was able to get a code from him. And so yeah, I was planning to get this game anyways, but I was able to save some money and get it for free, so that's really nice. And so far, I am about 6 or 7 hours in, and I've been really enjoying it. The story so far, it doesn't really explain much. It's kind of like this mystery. Feels like you're kind of just slowly understanding things, how it goes. And I actually like the mystery around the story. I also love the atmosphere. It's like the gameplay wise, it's like Dead Space and like Resident Evil in like one. That's how it really feels like. And it's pretty good. This game doesn't really go out of its way to do anything like super new or innovative. It's kind of like getting ideas from like certain survival horror games and making it its own thing. And I actually like that. I respect that a lot. And yeah, this game feels pretty good so far. I've been enjoying it a lot. And the gunplay feels really good. It feels really satisfying to kill enemies in this game and to stomp them out. Yeah, I think it's a lot better than Silent Hill F so far. Like honestly, already like 7 hours in, I prefer it over Silent Hill F. I know I was really critique with Silent Hill F because I'm a really big Silent Hill fan. And yeah, I could say Chronos: A New Dawn right now for me is a lot better than Silent Hill F. And I'm planning to make a review, maybe a review on Chronos or like just a video on it because I've been really enjoying the game that much. I'm not done with it, obviously. It's another game that I haven't finished yet, but I plan to finish it in November. The final game I played and beat this month, on the last day of this month, on Halloween, was Little Nightmares 2. Now, I played the first one like years ago, and I kind of liked it. It's a little bit short, but this one's kind of like very similar. I just think the story and a lot of the other things in this game was a lot better than one, and I actually really enjoyed it. Even though it was very short, I beat it in one sitting, but I did enjoy it from start to finish. I enjoyed the puzzles, the platforming, just the atmosphere, and just the attention to detail and the physics and all that stuff I really liked. And it was a great game to play and beat on Halloween, so I really enjoyed my time with this one. And I'm kind of glad it wasn't too long because I really wanted something to play and beat this month. And Little Nightmares 2 was one of them because it was short and easy, and well, yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Now, I heard Little Nightmares 3 came out and another company made it. It wasn't the same people, and that has like really mixed reviews on Steam. I've seen and online. I don't know if I'm ever going to plan to play the third game. I've already seen some YouTuber online play the whole thing. So I don't think I'm ever planning to get Little Nightmares 3 and play the whole thing. Unless it's like really cheap on sale. Because I feel like paying like $40, $30 for like Little Nightmares games is like honestly way too expensive. Especially when you can beat it in like 4 to 6 hours. These games are extremely short. But they are some good times. And you can go back and collect stuff, so there is some type of replayability, even though it's not too much. But yeah, if you want like a fun little game to play, I would suggest Little Nightmares 2. Just only get on sale, because I don't think $30 is really worth from what you get, especially when you can just beat it in like 4 to 5 hours. But yeah, those are the games I played in October. It was mostly multiplayer games. I didn't really get to play and beat too many single players this game. A lot of my hours was taken away from, of course, Battlefield 6, since I'm a huge fan of Battlefield 6. And I already made a whole video about that, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. But yeah, this month was pretty good, mostly for multiplayer games. But I do plan to play and beat more single player games in November. And yeah, that's it for the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Kaya TV, and I'll see you guys in the next one.